One of my favourite things to paint in watercolor is skies. So I just thought I'd spend a little bit more time and do this. I don't usually do this. Usually I throw my paint down and call it a sky for the beginning of landscape painting. But I just thought I'd take a little bit more time this time and really show you how you can get these realistic looking skies using a number of different techniques. But mostly wet in wet. You can do some blending, you can just have this colour mixing and all that sort of thing. There is also a term called lost and found edges, or hard and soft edges, which I think this is the perfect way to show you how to use or to make the most of this technique. So in the sky you do have lots of lost and found edges, or hard and soft edges, and that really does make it creates a nice sky with clouds and gives some sort of realistic looking results. And so that's what this painting today is focusing on, how you can use those edges to make more realistic sky in the beginning of your watercolor paintings. And there's also I want to show you how to do layers as well. So you get your colour, so pop it on the paper, use a bit of water to spread it and blend it, and then when it's dry you can go in again like I'm doing here with a smaller brush and then just add some darker pigment on top of what you've already done. And that usually you can usually see these in those fluffy clouds. You'll get a few different layers, one on top of the other, a cloud sort of in front of the other. So you want to get these, you want to pay attention to these, and if you're painting, if you want a fairly realistic sky, then you want to do this sort of thing for clouds. Then this is a good way of getting that realistic looking sky. The palette I'm using for this painting today is my Schmincke Horadam paints. You can see just tapping into some French ultramarine and then a little bit of alizarin crimson. I want a sort of purpley cast, purpley colour for the sky, just to give me a different tone along with the blue. So I'm looking more of a purple, so that's what I'm mixing here. And then there's a little bit of this is neutral tint, and then there is a brown on the end. Now this brown is one of my super granulated paints, so we'll see how that holds up later on in the painting process. So I want these as darker tones, just so it gives more of a highlight to the lighter tones surrounding this pigment. So this is quite nice, and I'm just taking my time to get these shapes in. And that's all you're doing, you're just looking at the clouds, and although this is from my imagination, I think we've all seen enough clouds in our lifetime to sort of just pick some shapes and paint around those shapes. So there is some negative painting in there, some negative shapes, but I'm just picking out some darker tones and putting those next to the lighter tones as well. I think one of the things I need to mention is here in the UK, my son's school's broken up, so he's got 6 weeks off, and my wife's off work as well for about the same time. So I'm going to really try and do as many videos as I can, but it's just going to be a bit more challenging when we've got family time. So if you're wondering why I've gone fairly quiet, that's the reason why. I get a son who's complaining that I don't spend enough time with him, that sort of thing. I'm out recording or painting. So I think it's going to be a bit of a sacrifice. I'm going to have some late nights, I think, just to provide you with a couple of videos at least a week, but we'll see how it goes. Remember when I said I think the colour that I was using before is one of the super granulating paints? I think it was Mars Black or Mars Brown, something like that, but it wasn't. It's more of a brown than black, so I just can't remember the name of the colour, but that's where I've just popped it in on the left hand side on the top. So you'll see what happens with that when I come to the finish of this painting. Oh, by the way, I'm open to suggestions if you have any idea what you'd like to see for the rest of this painting. Obviously it's just the sky, and that's how it's going to be left for this video, but I will be looking into adding some sort of foreground or land. So if you do have any suggestions, then please do drop them in the comment section. I'd love to have your suggestions, and I'd love your feedback and any thoughts on this painting of sky. But I just wanted to show you the lost and found edges. Can you see that left hand side now where I've popped in the super granulating paints? You can see that's done a really good job. Give some more dimension to the painting, to the sky. And that's pretty much it. I've really enjoyed this one, just having those lost and found edges, those hard and soft. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.